Hello and welcome to another episode of Back to Betroidal. This is Top Rock, Africa's most reputable, oldest, pioneering wholesaler and distributor of minerals, fossils, happy days and things that shine in UV. I'm Francis and that is a large team of people working here today. You might say it's Stock Tank Tuesday. The tensions are high and the fingers are worn. If this is your first time, happy days, welcome. Please take the time to read Kara's short story down in the description below. After the sale, she'll be pinning a comment right on top of the comment section to notate what flats have been claimed and what hasn't been claimed, so that if you are late to the show, you know what's available. Apart from that, I think the exchange rate, we work rand to dollar, has been 17.65, so it's pretty stable, surprisingly. Other than that, you've got about 12 hours to claim after the sale's done, and then it goes off to the photographers and onto the website, and then 7 days to pay. All right, Cara, have I missed anything? Did you even know? Cara's got an earphone.
12 hours time period.
I did say
7-day policy. That show it boxes our email.
See, I didn't forget. There you go.
Yes, that's mine.
And that's my dog. Happy days. There's Brian, there's Jono, and there's a stock take going on. You can see the tensions on the faces here. Who doesn't have a good stock take? Not really. That's why I'm distancing myself from the entire endeavor and coming to hang around with Albert, who's not here, which is okay. This is our first trolley. We've got a couple of really nice goodies and the introductions of pre-night. Again, we've got some pre-night, this time from a different supplier, from Beaufort West, which is also the Northern Cape. Right, first up, what we've got is some Buchenhout hook. Nice purple, darkish Buchenhauts. There are 20 little clusters, kind of some single individual crystals. They're beautiful. It's always nice to see the dark purples. Some of these have also got some nice limonite at the base. That's that orangish color. Don't get confused when people sometimes call this ametrine. There's nothing citrine about the orange. It is limonite. So these are rated as very good to A grade, 690 grams. They could have been cleaner. That is still, they've obviously gone through the acid to be as clean as they can. Still, very nice little flat. It's gonna, who's this? Hello. Highlight of my day. It's going to cost $36 for a 20. That's 690 grams for 36. That's pretty much on par for the price. It's flat to 353. Next up, we got some Shatterkite tumbles. These are from Namibia, up there north in Kaokeveld, next to Angola. 35 of these, well, slightly large tumbles. They weigh 1.12 kilos, rated as very good to A grade, and some of them have absolutely beautiful Shatterkite. There's a bit of chrysocolla there. There's a beautiful dark blue Shatterkite. Lots of chrysocolla, bit of malachite in the mix as well. Yeah, Brian. What up? No, come now. You started it all. What's up?
Yeah.
You're
gonna record it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's too late now, mate. Yeah, what do you want?
To buy my smoke.
Okay, buy my smoke. There we go. No worries, mate. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Sweet as. So these are 35 little Shatterkite tumbles, Shatterkite chrysocolla and malachite tumbles. They're going to cost $45. That's for 35, flat 362. On to some Sharetsi, and this looks like a delicious little flat of Zimbabwean amethyst, rated as good, very good to A grade, 350 grams. Let's have a closer look at these. Quite often they do have anhydrous. There's not been any notation made of anhydrous, not in this flat, but that's also because no one has the time to actually spend looking for anhydrous, which is always a cool surprise or bonus when you get them at home. Lovely stepped habits, famous for that skeletal nature. These Charettes really are getting as popular and as expensive as Brandberg. Watch this space. That is a beautiful crystal. Lovely wisps, lovely clarity. That is stunning. Hello, Tudes.
Hey,
No, not too shabby, mate. Ooh, there we go. Anhydro time. That's a tiny little anhydro.
yeah, boy.
What are you checking there, Tudes?
Taking the seat, Sean from
Sean.
Sean.
Oh, Sean, I haven't seen him all day, mate. Hello, Woozy, what's up? Jeez, am I popular today? What up? Tell us about this anhydro, man. Hey?
It's like anhydro.
Yeah, there's an anhydro in there. It's funny, man. So some of these, there you go, to the top left there. That's a nice one. So RJ spots these little anhydros and she goes and draws permanent marker on them, which sometimes is kind of annoying. But I'll tell you what, some of these, you take this for example, has got a natural little natural wisps that look a lot like RJ's Koki, such as this one. That's just natural though. Very nice flatter charrette. See this? It's going to cost. There you go, Aragonite Catitude. It's going to cost $25. That is a bloody good deal for 12 charrettes. Flat 367. On to some Irongo Black Magic. That is black tourmaline shell with some vermiculite in the mix. Nice sprays of black tourmaline. These are rated as 1 good and the rest are all, well, the rest are A grade. Look at that, nicer. Who says that yellow and black aren't colours that really work well together? That's a beautiful black tourmaline cluster. I'm going to say that these two are probably the A grade ones, and this will be your very good, your good grade only. But still, those little sprays of tourmaline are beautiful. A lot of the vermiculite. You could hypothetically say it's the base. They're gorgeous. 1.31 kilograms. It's going to cost $48 for the 3. That is flat $395. Next up, we go to Congo, and it's got Selro, some Convulsion Dolomite. This particular one is almost entirely covered by kaolinite. That is an interesting specimen, to say the least. There's a vug in there. The 6 weigh 1.43 kilograms. That is a nice little botroidal malachite there, sitting with edged with chrysocolla and then all that convulsion dolomite around the sides. It's an attractive little specimen, and then deep dark, sexy pink. Bit of malachite as well. That's black over there is heterogenite. They're rated as good, very good to A grade. This one here is probably the good grade one. Still lovely crystals. Nice bit of malachite. Larger crystals here. You've got some kaolinite on the side there as well. Always nice. Nice large dolomite crystals. This is interesting, but here you can really see that dolomite habit. It looks a lot, well, it's the same habit. Rhombohedral is calcite sometimes, so it does often get confused. I see there's a lot of sellers online that name this cobaltocalcite. It's not cobaltocalcite, it's dolomite. And that's malachite. Very nice little flat of Salrose. It's going to cost $47 for the 6. That's flat 358. Who we got here? Hey, hang on, that's Fizz, little kitty. Next up, some of the fresh minty green pre-night from Beaufort West. Oh, sorry. It definitively says that is apple green, not mint green. My bad. 1.665 kilograms worth of Northern Cape pre-night. This is all rated as very good. 1.665 kilos. Let me show you. There's gratefully there has been some base stone shrinkage, which is useful. Yes, that's right. If you are new here, we are based in Africa, and when we ship, it works according to kg. The more kgs, the cheaper it becomes. But we are kind of very conscientious or aware of the kilograms that go into these flats. That is pretty damn fine pre-night. These three reasonably large clusters, they're going to be $47. That's for flat 486. 486. $47, 1.665. What is that? That's about 30. Call it $30. Call it about 600 Rand per kg. Very nice. Next up, we've got, all right, Angolan, partly polished Angolan quartz from a country that is more mysterious than Mr. Mysterious himself. You might be asking, who is that? Well, that's mysterious, isn't it? A beautiful rainbow veil right there in the top. These two weigh slightly less than 2 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. Ooh, look at these, that is some beautiful healing. There's, you can see somewhere something broke off, and then this beautiful cascading habit formed right beneath the actual windows. Also lovely clarity, some beautiful limonite in there. Nice polish as well, but that is the star of the show. This habit here, that's beautiful. Yummy. That's there's Martin's pig. Oh, that reminds me. So I wondered about this, just to give some context. I didn't know what these crystals are on either side of Martin's pig, and he sent me a photo. I'll try to insert it right after this. $62 for flat 359. That's the one thing about working next to Albert, is that he sometimes gets a little bully. He's a bully. I reckon there's just an underlying sexual tension between the two of you.
Oh.
I know, and that's a problem, Albert, because sexual harassment in the office area is a serious crime. You can go to prison for that.
No, we must solve this. Francis must give me a ring with him.
A ring?
We fight. We see who's gonna lose.
Oh man, he's gonna pummel you.
I'm not scared of him. Just that I'm a little bit worried that I might fuck him up. Very bad. Very bad.
Albert doesn't look very concerned. But he is holding his breast. Why are you holding your breast there, Albert?
Nonsense.
All right, enough of this. We've got work to do here, for crying out loud. Virgie, find something to do. There we go. How do you get any work done, Albert? That guy is just always annoying, isn't he?
Busy young boy.
Yeah, he's annoying, eh?
Too much.
Yeah, too much. Right, we got some silky malachite here, some beautiful silky malachite here. Very good to A grade, 1.32 kilograms. This Kasompi material here is beautiful. Look at the chatoyancy there. Very nice. But there's two of them. These two little silky malachites, they're going to set you back all over. Let's get this right. We'll use this motion. That's $49 for 1.32 kilograms worth of malachite. That is flat double for 2. Next up, we got some Labradorite, 2 standing freeforms, 1.3 kilos, rated very good to A grade. Let's put that. Look at that Labrador essence, it's beautiful. Very, very, very nice. Labradorite from Talia in Madagascar. These 1.3 kilos worth of polished Labradorite standing freeforms are only going to cost $38 for these 2. That is very cheap for flat 487. All right. Next up, we got some blue calcite spheres. 2 of them weighing 1.35 kilos, rated very good to A grade. These are also from Madagascar, probably the only people in Africa that can properly polish spheres, especially calcite being extremely hard to polish. These 2 little calcite spheres, they're going to cost $31. That's $31 for flat 456. On to more Malagasy material, we've got sliced agates, banded agate, 6 little slices, very nice and thin. They weigh 1.07 kilos. They're all rated as A grade, so that's wicked. For your regulars, you would know how infrequently the wholesaling business and only A grade in one flat is. So quite the anomaly, quite special. Also always nice to have them polished on both sides. Nice depth in those bands. These 6 little slices, they're only going to set you back all of $32. Nice. Flat double 47. And then from the Mendingi mine, we got some ball malachite. This is a largest specimen here. There's 2 of them. They both weigh 1.75 kilos together, both rated as very good. Quite a thick little fella. And I don't mean stupid. The second one, oh, this is beautiful. That druzy that they're based on, those are proper little spheres. It's a limonite infused druzy, and that limonite is given way to goethite. Very attractive little specimen, that. Pretty special. 1.75 kilos. This flat here is going to cost $71. That is for flat 360. There's my beautiful hound. There we go, fella. Next up, we got some nice smoky eggs. 820 grams. These are Malagasy, rated all as A grade. A small little one. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Darkest of the bunch, almost Marion. Colour of all grey tea, or at least a weak all grey tea. beautiful for eggs. They're going to cost $32. That is for flat 461. Hello, Jam Cat. Hey, that's my cat. Nice. That was back when you had it. That was back in the day. Sure. Right, on to some celestites from Sakahoni. This is 1.78 kilograms worth of, 6 specimens. Rated all is very good. So Nick and Tommy are in Madagascar at the moment. I saw some of the celestites, but they've I don't know if they got them or not, but I hope they do. There's a couple of buttes on the way. It's interesting. Habit here is a bit more of a sawtooth habit, or interrupted sawtooth. I was reading an article in 2010 in the Mineralogical Record. Sakahoni is a tiny little village. It only has about 150 inhabitants, all Muslims, and they don't work on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and there's another day, unlike the Middle East where it's just Fridays. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, and I think it's Saturdays, they don't work, and they don't obviously work during Ramadan or rainy seasons, because these get mined close to, pretty much on the water table. So their biggest fear is mining, as far as mining is concerned, is pretty much water filling in and enclosing them, I suppose. $37 for the 6. This is flat 421. I think I should read that article out a bit later, maybe. Right, moving on. We've got 12 A to AA grade rose quartz mushrooms, 1.07 kilograms. And if they're AA to A, then I want to see some asterisms. No, okay, you know what? That is a bad chip. I don't know how this could be labeled as A. We're going to, I suppose that's a pity. Yeah, that's not cool. It's such a nice quality. The rest of them, oh man, I'm a little peeved by that. Okay, never mind this flat, it's crap. Not so much there. Here's Juno. Previous Juno. Nice cat, man, staring out at the National Geographic stars on the screen. Next up, this is not going to be in anyone's interest, simply because of this fella here. Right. Etched blue chalcedony, we got six specimens, 1.03 kilograms, all rated as A grade. Let's have a closer look. Ooh, a lot of pyrite. A chuck of pyrite. That's probably the second time I've seen pyrite on a blue lace. This is from Nsanje, that little village next to the Shire River in the southern provinces of Malawi. Oh, this is a beauty. Check this out. That's lovely. Albert, when last have you heard from Collins?
Sorry?
When last have you heard from Collins?
Colin, he said he's next week.
Coming or sending?
Yeah, he said he's sending his stuff next week.
Okay, so guys, if you don't know Collins, he's our man. He's been with Nick for maybe, I don't know, more than 2 decades. He actually was part of the original crew that built this place out here outside of Maritzburg. He's a Malawian, and So yeah, Albert has now said there's we were expecting a little bit more blue lace. More pyrite. A bit more blue lace in a week's time. The 6 etched little specimens are going to cost $36, well, $6 a piece. That's flat $464. Onto some crystal clear, oh, this one's slightly smoky, polished quartz hearts. That is a beaut. Bit of limonite on there as well. These 4 weigh 1.63 kilograms. They're rated as good to very good. Good, very good. That's the reason they're going to be pretty affordable. And at $38, that's for 1.63 kilograms. That is affordable. Flat $375. Then, chrysocolla from the Congo. Druzy-coated chrysocolla. And look at the dendrites on these little fellas. Is that beautiful druzy-coated chrysocolla with a bit of malachite. Lots of heterogenite also creating little dendritic patterns. It weighs 1.52 kilos, rated very good to A grade. Lots of nice shiny druzy on this. And you've got those interesting stratas. Oh, there's a bit more chrysocolla. Lots of iron in there, that's the heterogenite. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nice flat of chrysocolla. It's $52 for the 4, flat double for 1. Then next up, chocolate swirl. I think this is Namibian. Aragonite. No, this is Malagasy. Chocolate swirl, brown aragonite. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Right, that tip there is, well, let me put it politely, fucked. No, never mind. Okay, so there's that, whatever. 1.35. That's $31. Rated as bollocks. That's not A grade, my ass. Right, pity about that. So let me pull these 2 aside. That's mushrooms as well as the towers. Onto some Karoi red hematoids. These 6. Oh, this is an interesting one. Look at this. This has got plethora of little terminations. That is super clear there. Yummy. Look at that. That's wicked. Nice. 2.01 kilos, rated very good to A grade. This is a bit of self-healing there. Quite a few new terminations from obviously a century of 15's worth of different influence. This is huge. I already did this one. That's beautiful. It's an interesting one. Terminations at all places. This is almost like a little floater on its own. Obviously that's down. That's beautiful. Beautiful clarity for Karoi. These 6 are going to set you back, let's see, $47. That is for flat 398. Oh, and a toucan. No, that's not a toucan. That's, bloody hell, that's an Aussie bird, I'm sure. Right. Cockatoo, I'm pretty sure. Right, on to some septarian gallows. Get out to the sunlight. There are 12 little beasties, 1.42 kilos. Good, very good to A grade. These little Malagasy calcite and aragonite large-ish palm stones. They're going to cost $33 for the 12. That's a flat 415. Then clear quartz spheres. Now, just when we thought we didn't have any, because Nick is shopping hard for these. By the sounds of it, there aren't that many in Madagascar at the moment. I asked Tommy about them earlier. The 6 are rated as very good grade, all of them, 1.31 kilos.
I found an hydro.
That in the background is the sound of the luri being drowned out by Kara's gasp of joy by finding anhydros in the flat of Sharetsi.
One anhydro.
There was one marked as anhydro as well, so there's 2 anhydros.
That's a big anhydro.
It's a nice flat of Sharetsi. This is a nice flat of clear quartz spheres. 1.31 kilograms. These 6 are going to cost $58. That is flat 440.
This big one.
Right, Cara found a big one, and
So
the
there's
one
three.
I remember I didn't even pick that one up.
Yeah, look.
Wait, hang on, I'm struggling to focus. Yes,
Can you see it?
I'm screen steering.
Okay, it's there.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a big little one.
big little one.
A big little one.
Big little one. That's what we like, big little ones. On to 2 beautiful blue lace polished standing freeforms. This one is the finger of blue lace. As you can see, it's pointing up to the effervescently blue skies of Malawi, only outdone by the blue waters of Lake Malawi. It's a nice little standing freeform, joined by his little friend here with a big, juicy fug. Look at all that glitter. That is beautiful. These are both rated as A grade.
Those are stunning.
Both rated as A grade, 1.65 kilograms. It is Jasper the Friendly Gems flat. It's going to cost $72 for flat 386. Nice. Onto a Swazi Bloodstone standing freeform. It's a large fella. It's 5.8 kilograms worth of A grade material. With beautiful red jasper and lots and lots of little gold pyrite specks all over in the quartzite. Nice, I like a bit of quartz there. Beautiful jasper, lots of pyrite in it. It's a beautiful standing freeform. It's going to cost $207. That is for flat 378. On to As You Right or As You Wrong. It's a malachite specimen covered in druzy. That dolomite there glitters like a few other dolomites do. Nice botryoidal shapes. I don't know if these have been described as ball malachite. That's definitely botryoidal. Pretty botryoidal though. Look at that green chatoyancy there. That's a winner. It's quite light as well. It's only 700 grams. Rated as A grade. This little specimen is going to cost $51. That's flat 423. Very nice. On to Sabukunatuk. We've got one large, thin cluster of fairy quartz. Rated as very good to A grade. Rated very good, A grade. Here we go. Hello, Karin's Hound. It's going to cost $69 for this little cluster. That is for flat 376. Next one up, we got a polished quartz point from Madagascar. A beautiful amount of limonite right there in the window. It's rated very good. It weighs 1.23 kilograms. There's a bit of chlorite in there. Right, next up to the limonite. Beautiful clean windows. There's a minute little chip. Can I focus on that? There we go. Minute little chip on the tip. Other than that, it's, well, quite rightly so, very good grade. $42 only for this beastie. That's a flat 370. Then, a nice, when I say nice, I say nice. Well, that's what I said. I said nice. Piece of malachite here. This is lapidary grade. Oh, wow, probably more suited to lapidary work for slicing and polishing. It weighs 1.32 kilograms, rated as good, very good, but also as lapidary material. How about that beautiful chatoyancy on the outside? This may well do, well be a specimen without being lapped, cut, sliced, and polished. It's still a beauty. Oh, Cora found another in hydro. It's $40 for that malachite piece. That is flat 477. Right, so we're going to cross over to some footage that Nick as well as Tommy has sent through, just to give you like a inside glimpse of life in Madagascar. Collected gems. Nice.
We're driving on the way to Silo, the Bench by Wood, to go and look for nice clays basins and big vests. Can you believe it? They put a cable car system in the middle of Antananarivo. They brought from France. Who would ever guess? Cable car in Madagascar. Wow. This is outside Andy's house. That's us there. This is actually the old walls from about 200 years ago. Use these giant old clay bricks. So there's an old tomb. That's where the families are buried from the original houses here. And there's some Malagasy dogs on the wall. Happy. This is actually a little épicerie shop. Can't see it right now, but there we go. And big, huge houses that they've built now on all this. So greetings everybody. We're busy sorting out rocks. This is all nice agate geodes coming up. Nice ammonites here. C'est bien, n'est-ce pas? Oui, mais ne pas tout avec les places. Ah oui. Anyway, so we've got stuff. Not as many people as we would like in the yard, but we're getting there. That's just the first day. There's some labra. One of the ministers brought up all the labra. Some nice pieces here from Bubur. We've bought some quartz already. There's some of the water inclusions inside there. Okay, so yeah, we're busy. We've got some stuff. Okay, for once we actually have some Brazilian style amethyst in Madagascar. Just T-main Terraro?
Por perce.
Por Berger.
Route Majinga.
Road okay. Tsara be, hè?
Tsara, tena tsara.
And T-18? T-18?
Expensive.
10 anglais, expensive, eh? So how much do you think? Huh? Qu'est-ce que le prix? Huh?
Sady le pièce tsara ihany koa na mijery anazy.
And on to the second poly, we got some, yes, this is some polychrome jasper from Madagascar. There are 6 hearts in here, 2.1 kilograms, rated good, very good to A grade. Let's have a closer look.
Now keep it on it is.
If you're hearing that beep in the background, that's almost the soundtrack of South Africa. That is the sound of a UPS filling in for the lack of electricity. Home sweet home. There's some beautiful hearts, probably just the one that's a bit bland. Otherwise, the rest are all Picasso grade. They're going to cost $46. That's for 6 polychrome jasper hearts, flat $3.90. Onto a polished blue lace agate freeforms. Oh, this might have been a thoughts of a standing, but then it flattened out a little bit. So now it's just a freeform. Got a nice vug through the middle. These 3 weigh 1.25 kilos, rated very good to A grade. So 2 freeforms and 1 standing freeform. Nice little bit of a quartz seam down the side there next to the blue lace, opening up into a nice juicy coated vug. These 3 are gonna, hello, who are you? If I got that the right way up. Oh, yeah, that's a pendant. $50 for the 3, that's flat 451. Onto some Malagasy amethyst points, 6 of them weighing 750 grams, rated very good A and double A grade. That is spectacular. That's obviously double A grade. Very nice. Clarity, this is just superb. I reckon it's a nice flat, rated, what's it, VG to AA. There's definitely 2 AA's in this. This is certainly one of them. The other one is a smaller one here with that beautiful fails, man. That is just awesome. Very nice flat. That's going to cost $46 for the 6. That's flat 479. Then some druzy coated malachite from Makasi. .49 kilograms. These are rated as very good to A grade. There's a nice big vug. Nice druzy all round the side. This is a beautiful specimen. There's a malachite covered in druzy. Top as well. All malachite, yes. Yes, please. Covered in druzy. These 2, 1.49 kilos, they're going to cost $69. Another one of Martin's piggies on top of what looks like a dark hematoid quartz cluster. $69 for flat 409. Then some Malagasy quartz clusters, not polished, 2.22 kilograms. These are rated as very good to A grade. Oh, see, the web team have stopped doing a stock take, and they've taken lunch to appreciate some American news. If it gets any louder, I might go and ask them about it. So very, very nice. Oh, that is a beautiful crystal on the left, to the right. These 6 clusters here, they're going to cost $41. That is for flat 426. Onto some celestite, polished spheres. Polished geodes. There's that nice silty strontium on the inside. Beautiful, beautiful crystal there. Nice big vug in the middle. Light shining through the surface, well, through the surface beneath there, almost lighting up the little sphere. Well, I tell you what, strontium or celestine is quite heavy, so even though they're little, they do pack quite a bit of weight. These 2 weigh 1.85 kilos. They're rated as very good. They're going to cost $42. That is flat 396. On to 24 rough cobbed specimens of stichtite and serpentine. These Barberton beauties weigh 2.17 kilos. Stichtite is almost lovely fibrous. Oh, I think I saw a post on Salt Shack earlier this week asking about what could potentially have been Suzalite. I thought there was a chance that their specimen that they were querying was Stichtite. You might know this as Atlanticite. It's originally found in Tasmania, but now also here in Barberton, South Africa. 2.17 kilos. These 24 are going to cost $33. That is flat 420. Then we've got another flat of beautiful charettes. There are 12 of them, weighing 340 grams. These are rated good, very good to A grade, similar to the previous flat. Cara's, I don't think she's poured herself into this one, but a cursory glance, she says there have been, well, she hasn't found any anhydros in these. But
there's some really stunning inclusions.
But there's some very stunning inclusions and phantoms, stories and wisps and amethyst and smokiness and loveliness and, well, just basically charettes. Look at that, that's a little fairy tale castle. Oh, there we go, let's do another one. That is stunning. These 12 are going to cost a massive $28. That is for flat 393. Who we got there? Oh, a little ball with you in it. Right, on to some Swazi bloodstone, double terminated crystals. Lots of beautiful red jade with a generous splashes of pyrite. These are rated as very good to A grade. Cara?
Yes.
Why is it that double terminated polished crystals are slender at one end and thicker at the other? Because
maybe because it's it can have something to do with energy and direction.
oh, something to do with energy and direction, you say. Okay.
I don't know. I think it's it just looks better, to be honest. Like, and maybe because it's like it's nice. It's all like if you hold it, like do this, yeah, like your hand naturally has that shape. Maybe I don't know. I'm just making up shit.
There we go.
Just making up stuff. Sorry, forgot we're recording.
Cara never swears, ever.
Never.
1.44 kilos, these are going to cost $58. Slimming on the one end, thicker and more hefty on the other, flat 392. Onto some soul rose. Second soul rose of the day. These 6 are rated as very good, 1.1 kilos. Nicely well-formed dolomite there. Pink's a bit dull. This one's much more shiny. That's a bit of heterogenite. There's that beautiful gemmy. Look at that beautiful crystal there in the middle. That is a beautiful gemmy piece of cobultion bearing dolomite.
Why? Yeah. Must the internet be so bad?
The 6 little soul roses, well, slightly more than 1 kilogram. They're going to set you back $38. That is for flat 432. Onto 2 large book and hoot hook clusters, 1.67 kilos worth of very good to A grade. Spirit quartz or fairy quartz or shiny sparkly amethyst. That's a beautiful standing cluster there. All round as well, hardly any matrix at the bottom. Nice dark, there's lots of iron in the base there as well. coming through as reds and oranges. Nice flatter booking. I took these 2 clusters. They're going to cost $71. So that is for flat 400. Tulip mineral intensity. Cat in a flat. Next up, we got 70 beautiful little purpurite rough cobbed pieces. 1.72 kilograms. They're rated good, very good to A grade. You can see that nice metallic luster shining off them. These 70 are going to cost $33 for 70 little purpurites from Namibia. Bargain. Flat 434. And some more etched blue Chalcedony. This one's quite interesting. It's beautiful. There's a lot of blue lace. It's a lot of Chalcedony and a subtle hint of green in there. That could just be acid. Nice bit of vug and druzy. Vug and druzy, vug and druzy, vug and... Lots of quartz on that one. That's got a beautiful little vug there. Look at that. All that pyrite. There's some beautiful quartz in the blue lace there as well. All round. It's a lovely specimen. 1.55 kilos, rated as very good to A grade. These 2 specimens will set you back $45. Flat 418. Then on to some pyrope garnets with foresight. There's a 210 little crystals. Not much in the way of translucency. Rated as good, very good. Let's just find, let's see something here. Here's the foresight. Nice flat of this is not. This is from Zimbabwe. These little pyro garnets, hard. I think it's about a 7 or 8 on the Mohs scale. They're going to cost $40 for 210. That's flat 445. Then 2 really interesting malachite chrysocolla malacola specimens, botryoidal malachite. Kind of, it's not too heavy either for malachite. That is for a copy heavy mineral. There's that stunning chrysocolla coming through there, all round. Very attractive specimen that. These 2 weigh 1.69 kilos, rated very good to A grade. This is a bit more of a plate. See the daylight creeping there. There's a chrysocolla. Interesting that the malachite forms over the chrysocolla. Usually it's the malachite that oxidizes and the chrysocolla forms on the malachite, but not in this scenario. Obviously, second, I wanted to say, malachite with existential problems. No, just a couple of further growths afterwards. Obviously, more copper infused liquids coming into contact with the chrysocolla. 1.69 kilos. This flat's going to cost $58 for the 2 specimens. That's flat 482. Then we've got 3 prehnite specimens, botryoidal prehnite, on a very thinnish, not really, that's not thinnish. matrix, but it has been cut and grounded from Beaufort West. They weigh 1.9 kilos. This is a beaut. Yeah, this is a winner. I just had to give it a smell. My friend Johan said I should. Because it's been cleaned, we've got quite a fair amount of this. Well, not a fair amount. We've got sent some of it, and it's got regularly it just gets a crap load of chalk on it, which is hard to remove. But not so with these. These 3 clusters are they're rated very good only, 1.9 kgs. It's going to be $60. That is for flat 455. Onto some polished smoky points from Madagascar. 700 grams worth of very good A to double A grade. Let's pick one at a random. Smoky quartz with chlorite. Nice, beautiful wisps. Look at these phantoms. Yummy. That is lovely. These 12, 700 grams, they're only going to cost $38. That is for flat 463. Nice. Then on to some more Bucanote hook, and it's dark purple this time with quite a lot of limonite at the base. That's the ametrine jobs. Oh, nice. Bit of quartz over there on the side, some juicy over on top, the small crystallization. That's pretty. That's very pretty. These are rated very good to A grade. They weigh exactly 1 kilogram. That's 12 clusters from Bucanote hook. This is $48 for flat 450. Hello there. Center trolley time. Yes, Cara, sorry I interrupted you. That's so rude of me. What did you say? Okay. Center of the trolley time, and we greeted by Rectus Oranges. It is a large orange calcite tower from Madagascar, rated as A grade, 1.73 kilos. This tower of magnanimity.
Say it 6 times fast, Francis.
This orange tower is it's 1.73 kilos of orangeness. It's going to cost $45. Tall is it? That's almost 30 centimeters. $45 flat 472. Next up, more pre-night from Beaufort West. That is the Northern Cape. Nice petroidal structures. You can kind of see the attempts by the crystals to become tabular. That's that nice A-grade gemmy stuff we had a few months back. These 2 clusters weigh 1.855 kilos, rated as very good. They're going to cost, 2 beautiful pre-nights, they're going to cost $58. That is flat 468. Then, a septorite dragon's egg, standing dragon's eggs being polished and then sliced at the bottom, 3.18 kgs worth of aragonite and beautiful calcite, and then obviously these little calcite crystals all along the interior. Very pretty, not that delicate. That's a beautiful little crystal right there. Rated good only to very good. It's going to cost $56 for 3.18 kilograms worth of septorine, flat 438. Then, silky malachite. One large cluster here of green chatoyancy, weighing slightly more than 1 kilogram. It's rated as A to double A grade. This is a bloody good malachite, in other words. Nice sprays of malachite there. It's a beaut. This little malachite's going to be $46 for flat 374. Then we've got, from the Mendingi mine, some more bally malachite. And I tell you what, those are beautiful little spheres right on top of a decent amount of quartz. Not so much druzy, but that is properly quartzy background on top of that copper-rich dolomite. Rated as very good only. There's couple of, I suppose that's due to maybe a little scuff mark there, maybe there, but really a very, very pretty specimen. 1.17 kilograms worth of Mendingi mine. That's $59 for flat 428. The last item for tonight, we've got some Swazi bloodstone points. 2 standing freeforms, 1.11 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. And here we go. This is the very good one. Nice big splashes of pyrite. They're pretty. They always are. $41 for the 2 standing freeforms. That's a flat 453. There you go, guys. Happy days. Thank you very much for watching and tuning in. I hope to catch you again later this week on Thursday.
For a game of Boulder Dash.
Yeah.
And results as well.
For results and a game of Boulder Dash.